Hello, grade 9 AIS students. As you know, everyone in high school has to do a project surrounding the theme of change, but it's up to the subject teachers to choose how they're going to construct this project. Now, because you guys are actually living through one of the biggest changes ever, you've shifted from being at school to now doing this social distancing. I thought it'd be a good idea to do our project surrounding the changes of education, the changes to education. What I've done is I've made a website for you, and this website will have all of the information you need. I'll update it regularly. It's got due dates of stuff. It will have articles and websites you need and other resources you need. It's got videos that I've made. It's got everything, and I'll update it and put more stuff as time goes by. But all you need to do is, whenever you've got a task coming up or an assignment coming up, you can just go on the website and click on the task and look at more details, more resources, more instructions. So let's have a look. The project theme and details. As you're aware, students for their final unit create a project worth 20%, a big chunk of the grade. Ours is changes in education and learning, and we have two questions that we should find the answer to. How has education changed, and where do you expect it to go from here? And how can students and teachers be their best selves when teaching and learning online? So the way you're going to do this is through a presentation. Now, instead of doing a presentation where you stand up and you speak, you're just going to make a website. You're going to present everything you come up with on a website. Because this is the digital age and this is the way we're going, your website will have videos and articles and posters and all this sort of stuff where you can present your findings. It's a summative assessment worth 150 points. It's the project summative assessment worth 150 points. But we'll have loads of little stuff on the way, and I'll give you feedback, and you can change it before you get to this point. So you can everyone can get a really high grade here. The final is due on the 13th of June, and again, it's worth a big chunk of your grade, so make sure you put a lot of effort into it. And it will be made up of several little formatives. These are the tasks which you see at the top here. So the first formative you've got coming up is to make an instructional video on how to make a website. Now, when I say make a website, I do not mean a proper JavaScript, HTML, DreamWorks website. I just mean a Google Sites or Wix or something like that, proper easy. That's due on the 7th of May, so let's have a quick little look what that entails. So you're going to create a Google Sites website, play around with it, just mess around, move stuff, you can pick the themes and pages and all this sort of stuff down here. You're going to figure out how to use it, and then you're going to create the following pages: a home page, how to create your own website, surveys and data, the future of learning essay, and top tips poster. So all in all, 5 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kind of similar to that. Then you're going to make a Google Slides presentation, or you could just do it on the website if you like, and make an instructional video on how to make a website. You need like clips, pictures, instructions, examples, and you're going to submit the video and your website to the assignment on Google Classroom, which I'll create. Now, there's a couple of things you could use to make a website. There's Active Presenter, which I'm using right now, or there's Loom. Both work. There's other stuff as well. I've had students find the kind of videos you make where they're like cartoons and you just put the words in. You could do them as well. Really, again, people are worrying, but really all you could do is use something like Active Presenter and then just go, oh, this is a text box, click it and it does this. Oh, this is an image, click it and it does this. This is this kind of layout and it looks like this. You can type here. Here's collapsible text. This one does this, blah, blah, blah. You just explain it like that. Now, your videos should be between 3 to 8 minutes. Okay, I expect an average of 5 minutes, but 3 to 8 minutes. Again, there's lots of videos here to teach you on how to do this, but 3 to 8 minute videos. And that's task 1. That's due on the 7th of May. The next task is to create a survey or a questionnaire about e-learning and collect samples from students and teachers. Now, your survey creation is due on the 10th of May. So you need to have your questions and send them out to people by the 10th of May. You need to collect the information and interpret it and make graphs and write explanations about it by the 17th of May. So again, everything is on the website. You've got your learning objectives, your instructions, full instructions, what to do. And then there's videos here on making your using Google Forms or SurveyMonkey, qualitative data versus quantitative data. I put this on here in case anyone wants to make a screenshot where you just cut part of the screen and it saves a photo to it, and that way you can use that to make a screenshot of your graphs and then you insert an image to your website. However, before you do this, I've said you should consider watching this video first and looking at task 3. Now, task 3 is to write an essay. But, and this is a big but, you can use your answers from your surveys, your data, your research, your primary research, and again, there's videos about this, to it'll be evidence in your essay. So you need to think about your essay prompt before you come up with your questions. Now, there's 3 essay prompts. What will the future of learning, online learning, look like for teachers and students? What are the advantages and disadvantages of learning online? And what are students and teachers' initial thoughts of learning online after this trial? I might add to that. So let's say, for instance, you were doing advantages and disadvantages. Your questions need to be the kind of questions which ask teachers and ask students, what do you like and what don't you like? Why? So you need to think about your essay prompt before you come up with your questions. And your questions, again, are due on the 10th of May, and you need to send these out to people. You also need to be aware that you're going to want people to answer your surveys really quickly. So if anyone sends you a survey, you should answer it quickly as well. Now, you're going to make 2 surveys here, one for students and one for teachers. And then when you get the information back, you need to put the data, the graphs, the questions, the answers, the tables, the charts, and written explanations for each on your website. But again, like I say, there's videos here. The final task is a really easy one. All you're going to do is you're going to make a helpful hints poster. You're actually going to do this in pairs. So again, you just in pairs, the date's wrong there. You're going to collect all the information from your surveys and your essay and everything you found out, and you're going to make a mind map about problems people have and then think about solutions that they could use to fix those problems, and you're just going to make a poster. One poster for teachers, one poster for students, but again, you're going to do this in pairs. And that's it. This is the whole project, and this is due by the 13th of June, but I will add stuff to the website regularly to help you. I know it seems like I've gone through a lot of information now, but I'm just giving you the overview. Every time you have a task to do, I will put videos and resources and articles and a bunch of other stuff on the website to help you with that. And then these are basically the standards that we're looking to meet using technology to produce something, to produce a shared product. And then we're also going to write an informative or explanatory essay that conveys complex information and ideas and the research that you've really gathered there. But on the 13th of June, I'll just check your website must have the following stuff. And that's it. It sounds like a lot, but we'll do it in baby steps to have this big finished product. But the website is your point of call, so everything will be on here. Again, for your first task, 7th of May, 20 points, make a video on how to use a website. It can be as simple as just recording your screen and going, this button does this, and this button does this, and this is how to make a hyperlink, and this is how to insert a picture, this is how to insert docs. Google Sites is really easy to use, as is Wix. So if you have any questions, please let me know.